Welcome to the Rustic Planters, where beautiful gardens become peaceful extensions of the home. Today, we are stepping into the timeless world of Japanese tea gardens and discovering how to transform an ordinary backyard into an exquisite retreat filled with serenity, balance, and natural charm. If you love thoughtful garden design, peaceful outdoor spaces, and timeless landscaping inspiration, you are in the right place. A Japanese tea garden, or roji, is more than a collection of beautiful plants and decorative elements. It is carefully designed to create a gradual transition from everyday life into a quieter state of mind. Every stone, pathway, plant, and open space can contribute to that feeling of calm. Stay with us as we explore the secrets behind this distinctive garden style and how to adapt them beautifully to your own backyard. Before we begin, make sure to subscribe to the Rustic Planters for more inspiring home garden design ideas. Give this video a like if you enjoy serene outdoor spaces, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Tell us which Japanese tea garden feature you would most love to create in your own backyard. One of the most enchanting secrets of a Japanese tea garden is the feeling of transition created as you enter. Instead of revealing the entire garden immediately, the design encourages discovery. A simple gate, narrow path, or softly concealed entrance can create the impression that another peaceful world is waiting beyond it. Consider using natural materials such as weathered timber, bamboo, stone, and gravel to establish this threshold. The entrance does not need to be elaborate. In fact, simplicity is part of the charm. A modest gate surrounded by restrained greenery can feel far more authentic than an overly decorated entrance. Think of the entrance as the first chapter of your garden story. Curved pathways, partially hidden views, and carefully positioned plants can make the journey feel slower and more intentional. Even a compact backyard can benefit from this approach by creating a clear separation between the home and the garden sanctuary. The pathway is one of the defining features of a tea garden. Traditionally, stepping stones guide visitors through the landscape at a measured pace, encouraging awareness of every step and every surrounding detail. Rather than functioning simply as a route from one destination to another, the path becomes part of the experience. Choose stones with irregular shapes and natural textures rather than perfectly uniform paving. Arrange them so that they appear integrated into the landscape, leaving enough space between stones for moss, ground covers, or small pockets of gravel. The goal is to create a path that feels discovered rather than manufactured. You can also vary the direction and rhythm of the stones to create subtle movement. A gently winding path can reveal a small stone lantern, a carefully framed tree, or a quiet seating area one moment at a time. This sense of gradual discovery is one of the easiest ways to bring authentic tea garden character into a backyard. Japanese garden design celebrates restraint. Instead of filling every corner with plants and ornaments, allow areas of open space to remain visible. Gravel, moss, stone, and carefully selected greenery can work together to create a composition that feels elegant without becoming visually overwhelming. Choose a limited palette of materials and repeat them throughout the garden. Weathered stone, natural wood, muted gravel, and green foliage can establish a cohesive atmosphere. This repetition creates visual harmony while allowing individual features to stand out naturally. Remember that empty space is not wasted space. An open gravel area beside a sculptural tree or a simple stone arrangement can provide visual breathing room. These quiet moments give the garden its refined character and allow the eye to rest rather than constantly searching for another decoration. Plant selection is essential to creating the right atmosphere. Evergreen shrubs, Japanese maples, bamboo, ferns, mosses, and carefully shaped trees can provide layers of texture and seasonal interest. The best combinations often feel natural rather than overly colorful or crowded. Japanese maple is particularly valuable when you want a focal point with graceful form and seasonal transformation. Its delicate foliage can bring softness and movement to the landscape, while evergreen plants provide structure throughout the year. Moss and ferns can then soften stone edges and create a sense of age. Rather than collecting many different species, focus on a few plants that complement one another. Use variations in height, texture, and shape to create depth. A restrained planting scheme can make even a small backyard appear more sophisticated, established, and connected to nature. Water is another powerful element in a serene Japanese-inspired garden. A small basin, shallow pond, or gently flowing water feature can introduce movement and sound without overwhelming the landscape. Even a modest feature can become a meaningful focal point when surrounded by carefully chosen stones and greenery. A traditional stone water basin can create an especially authentic tea garden atmosphere. Position it near a pathway or entrance where it becomes part of the garden journey. Surround the basin with moss, gravel, and low-growing plants so that it feels naturally embedded in the landscape. If your backyard does not have enough space for a pond, focus on sound and simplicity instead. A compact recirculating water feature can provide the gentle rhythm of flowing water while occupying very little space. The objective is not grandeur, but creating a peaceful sensory experience. Stone lanterns can add a distinctive architectural accent to a Japanese-inspired garden. Their weathered appearance complements natural materials and can help establish focal points along a pathway. Use them sparingly, allowing each feature to feel intentional rather than decorative for decoration's sake. Large rocks can also become sculptural elements within the garden. Instead of arranging every stone symmetrically, consider natural groupings with different heights and proportions. A carefully positioned cluster can suggest a miniature landscape and create visual depth without requiring elaborate construction. The secret is to make stone elements appear as though they belong to the landscape. Avoid placing too many objects together. One lantern beside a pathway, a small stone grouping near water, or a single prominent rock among moss can have a stronger effect than an entire collection of ornaments. At the heart of the concept is the idea of pausing and appreciating the garden. If space allows, create a small tea pavilion, timber shelter, bench, or covered seating nook where the landscape can be viewed comfortably. This does not need to be a formal structure. Simplicity can make it even more inviting. Position the seating so that it frames a particularly beautiful garden view. A maple tree, stone arrangement, water basin, or winding pathway can become the focal scene. This technique turns the garden into something that can be experienced rather than simply observed from a distance. Use natural wood, neutral fabrics, woven textures, and understated accessories to maintain the peaceful character. Keep the area uncluttered and allow the surrounding landscape to provide most of the decoration. A simple cup of tea beside a carefully framed garden view can become the ultimate expression of refined outdoor living. A successful tea garden should feel intimate without becoming completely enclosed. Bamboo screens, layered shrubs, trees, fences, and carefully placed rocks can provide privacy while preserving glimpses of the surrounding landscape. This creates a sense of enclosure that feels protective rather than restrictive. Think vertically as well as horizontally. Taller trees and bamboo can form a soft backdrop. Medium-height shrubs can create structure, and mosses or low plants can soften the ground plane. These layers make the garden feel deeper and more immersive, even when the actual backyard is relatively compact. Seasonal change adds another dimension to the experience. Spring foliage, summer greenery, autumn color, and winter silhouettes can each give the garden a different personality. By selecting plants for changing textures and forms rather than relying only on flowers, your Japanese-inspired retreat can remain captivating throughout the year. Creating a Japanese tea garden is ultimately about designing an atmosphere rather than simply decorating a backyard. Through thoughtful pathways, natural stone, restrained planting, water, subtle architectural elements, and peaceful seating areas, you can create an outdoor retreat that encourages slower moments and deeper appreciation of nature. The most important secret is balance. You do not need a huge yard, an elaborate pavilion, or an expensive collection of ornaments. Start with one beautiful pathway, one carefully chosen tree, a few natural stones, or a quiet seating corner, and let the garden evolve gradually. Thank you so much for joining the Rustic Planters today, and if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, like, and comment to support the channel and share which tea garden idea inspired you most. May your backyard become a place where every path invites discovery, every plant adds tranquility, and every quiet corner offers a moment to pause. Thank you again for watching the Rustic Planters. We look forward to bringing you more beautiful home garden design ideas, timeless landscaping inspiration, and peaceful outdoor retreats in our next video.